squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing to start the drive. Schrader got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Set, ready, 60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on first down. Schrader. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to.
Situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Mike 50. Get it ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down, Schrader. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Yes.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Down, 50, plant.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Blue draw Corkins.
Kamara. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Schrader out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. But it'll be 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes. This is caught inside the 15. A first down and then some, 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown, Miami.
Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Gesicki. Touchdown, Miami.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Trader. He throws it, he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Trader. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation in there. The defense won the battle. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. I'm coming for you, son. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Trader. This complete left side to Aguilar. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Jim. Hey, Alpha.
On third down, Trader. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strat.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Wants to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ready.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's chucking. 22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers. Hey, Echo. 5.
Second and 5. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Kill. Protein spill. Get it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go with Howard again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Dolphins 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Pull it high. Lead dribble. Lead dribble.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, 43. Pick me up. Here we go. Hit it.
Throwing on third and long. Schrader. It's caught by Aguilar. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun, Schrader. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Dude.
On 1st and 10, Schrader. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You better be afraid of me. 43 in the mic. Time to go night-night. Topper.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Prescott being chased out left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 16, Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Schrader dancing to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Schrader. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Prescott to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going up top. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Well, look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
At the 23-yard line.
Hey, Zoo!
Looking to throw. Trader. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with